Hey, hey, hey.
Hello.
Hope y'all are ready for this. Happy Thursday. We about to get in this thing. We about to jump on in on some on a hot topic.
Mm-hmm.
Deal breakers. Deal breakers, deal breakers. I know some singles out there that got some deal breakers. That's why you still single. I mean, of course you'll still be single until you find that one that ain't violating your deal breakers. Of course, you know, which is understandable. But always have a reason for your deal breakers so that you ain't just staying single for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, you ready, baby?
Yep, I was looking for the tag.
Okay, you can get the tag it.
No, where's that?
Well, if you want to, you can just go to my page and just share it over.
Yeah.
Hey, hey, I don't know who you are that just tuned in, but thank you for tuning in. We're about to talk about these deal breakers. So what we're going to do is actually just talk about our deal breakers, what we had. And if you have a deal breaker that we don't touch on, type it in the comments and we can address that. We can talk about it. We can discuss it. All right? We got about a good 20, 30 minutes. I'm going to try to keep it 20, 30 minutes so that you all can go ahead and do what y'all got to do for the day. And we can just be engaging on this thing. All right. You ready, baby? So, ladies first. Ladies first. Oh my goodness, I need to get my paper, baby. Hold on. Gotta get my paper.
I thought it was in your head. Oh.
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 Baby, you funny.
You funny.
My baby laughing at me for some reason.
Mm.
It's an inside joke. Okay. So, baby, what was one of your deal breakers? And it don't have to be in its order.
But I don't really know order.
But just,
I'm ordering.
Okay. Well, then if it's in order, then it's
I
in
mean,
order.
well, of course, the first one was being unequally yoked. No.
Okay, so you already got your...
That was the first. Yeah.
Okay. Come back. You already got your list? Okay. So why was unequally yoked important for you?
That's gonna cause too much discord in too many areas because the core beliefs aren't the same. Core beliefs affect every area of your life, so yeah.
Give me an example
Think about it.
of something that you
the way
probably
you
thought about.
No, just the way that you live life in general, the way you react to problems, just the way you treat people. You know, there every area. I can think of an example in every area.
Okay, but just give
But
us
the core,
one.
not just that. The way you treat people, the way you handle problems, issues.
Okay. So one of mine was a non-believer as well, being a non-believer. That was very important for me because I'm an active man in ministry. So being a non-believer wasn't going to work. Now, of course, if you just tell me that first off initially, then I'm going to try to give you Jesus. Try to give you that kingdom first. Now, if you just, I don't want that white man religion, I don't want that whatever, then yeah. I can give you these deuces. Because that wasn't going to work. Not at all. And I'm not going to waste my time trying to pump and prime me because I already see that we are unequally yoked, just like she said. So I guess that was
the basics of life and principles are different if you're not.
Okay. Well, I guess that would be something that
Because the Lord, think about it, the narrative of God ain't even in your picture. So you're not going to consider God or anything with any decision you make.
So I guess that would be something that we connected on. Being that that was a deal breaker for me, and you was a believer.
And you have restraint being a believer.
See, now listen.
Yeah.
Hey, listen to these
somebody else
now.
is in control and not you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen to these. At the same time, you could be a believer right now, and you knowing that you don't. Let me say this.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says, "Don't be unequally yoked with a non-believer." Okay. Now, if both of y'all are believer in Jesus, but y'all practice different traditions, you still got a chance.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you still got a chance. Because it said don't be unequally yoked with an unbeliever.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I mean, and many times we'll put it with that. I know I did. I put it with that too, like, okay, yeah, you're a believer, but no, this is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Right? But I couldn't put that on me standing on the scripture anymore. I had to put that on me choosing what I want to tackle.
Yeah.
Me choosing what I want to deal with.
Yeah. Because just because somebody else is saved, don't mean your ideals align, nothing may align. You got different beliefs and criteria for everything. The way you raise your kids, the way you handle money, how you choose to handle conflict. All that matters.
But it don't rest on the scripture that says don't be unequally yoked with an unbeliever.
Right.
Because the person is a believer. So it's still up to
automatically
you to choose what you want to do with. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. So
yeah.
If you're gonna rest on the scripture of don't be unequally yoked, then that's not it though.
Right.
They are a believer, so you can't rest on the scripture with that. You got to rest on that's what you want, or that's what you don't want.
The same thing.
Right. But that'll just be what you want. You're gonna have to find you another scripture to rest on, because you can't rest on the one about being unequally yoked.
Yeah.
You can't. How can two walk together unless they agree?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's
desire the same thing.
Yeah. That's some of the same things, but you still can't rest on the person being a non-believer because they practice a different tradition than you do.
Yeah. That's true.
So, what is another deal breaker?
An absent father. A man that's not a father to his own kids because he won't be one to mine.
And I'm pretty sure it's a few women that can relate to that.
Yeah.
A few women that can relate to that as far as why is that important other than
because you see situations where you'll date somebody and even marry them and they'll take care of your kids but have nothing to do with their own. That's backwards.
But ain't that what a woman wants?
Who? What woman? Why do I want that? That's not real. You're doing that for my benefit. Because if that's how you really felt, you are a father, but you don't want to be with your own kids. Yeah, that's out of order to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, it's out of order.
You're not doing me any favors by trying to be an example to my kids and you're not one to your own.
So fellas, hey, just because you wanna
play daddy.
Yeah, play daddy, mesmerize the woman that you want.
I was gonna say it's usually just to impress the woman.
Yeah,
that ain't really how you feel.
Okay. Sister LaShawna, how you doing? Appreciate you chiming on. Brother Keith Roy, appreciate you chiming on. Yeah. So brothers, if you are single out there and you meeting this woman that they got kids and you want to show her, look, you already know anyway. Let's keep it 100.
That's the way to win a woman anyway. If they see how you treat their kids, so it's not real.
So we already know what it is.
Yeah.
We already know how to pretend if that's what we want to do. Yeah. Right? But just like another woman just said, from a woman's perspective, if you ain't taking care of your own kids,
don't bother taking care
but you want to take care of the one that you're trying to be with, you're not fooling her.
What's your motivation? Your heart ain't in the right place. It's not in the right place.
Now, some women you can fool with that. Some women will be okay with it, because they feel like they got the good man
No.
because it was something wrong with the woman.
Nah.
And wasn't necessarily wrong with the woman if
Yeah.
he won't take care of his kids.
Right.
That ain't got nothing to do with the woman.
Right.
That got something to do with him.
Now, you know what? It's a different story because I have seen this before. A man desires to take care of his kids, but he got a bitter ex who won't even allow him to see the kids. That's different. That happens.
Mhm.
And I don't consider that the same thing. Because there's some that desire to be in their kids' life.
As a woman, we need to
Yeah.
make sure that they are taking care of their own. You know,
Yep.
it's a scam. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, just to piggyback on what she said about it, some women that they won't let them take
Yeah,
care of.
some exes are bitter, and they'll keep the kids,
Okay.
use the kids as bait and pawns in a game.
That's where
Yeah.
brothers. That's where brothers. You got to get smart.
Yeah.
You can't use it as an excuse. You got to get smart.
Mm-hmm.
If she won't let you see your child, she won't let you take care of your child because she bitter or whatever. Take her to court like she take you to court.
That's
You did?
smart. Yep.
Now don't just back off and say, well, I want to do something, but if she don't want to let me, then just let her do it. No, because you're taking the easy road out. You want that way out.
Yeah.
You want them to not want nothing from you. So don't do that, bro. That's real. This is a man talking to you. Don't do that. Don't do that, but take her to court.
Yep.
Take her to court so that you can still have a right to take care of your child. You ain't got no excuses for her keeping them away from you, because if it was flipped around, brother, she gonna take you to court. You understand what I'm saying? So you can take her to court. Ain't nothing wrong with taking her to court to get rights to yours.
Yep.
But don't take that little easy route out now. Don't do that.
You were,
Don't do that.
that seems sensitive.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course
This
it
is
is.
quite passionate.
Because it's a lot that does that. There's a lot of brothers that does that, and I feel bad. For instance, I don't work there no more, so I can tell it.
Uh-oh.
But anyway, so
Okay.
but no, when I was in Mississippi over a multi-family property, I mean, I heard so much stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I was faced with so much stuff. I had to counsel some of this stuff,
Yeah.
right? Where like I could ask, do you get any child support? No, I don't want nothing from that. Blah 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 blah. And watch it. In my office, that didn't just go down like that. I'm ready to get fired at that moment
Oh.
for telling what I know that God want me to tell you. I'm ready to get fired if that's what it needs to be. So when I had somebody tell me something like that, I'm like, hold up, wait, pause. Let me just share this with you from a man's perspective.
Yeah.
If it was me that had a child with you and I was up to no good, didn't want to take care of the child,
Yeah.
and I heard you talk about, I don't want nothing from that, whatever, da 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 da. Guess what? I'm cool. Because I ain't got to spend no money on it. I'm good.
You silly.
Because you just let me off the hook. And then I asked like, oh, okay, so are you going to put them on child support or whatever? No. Really? And you got 2 or 3 kids, and you barely making it, working 2 jobs, but you don't want nothing from that blah, 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 blah. Really? Don't make no sense. But that's a free ride for the dude that don't want to do nothing anyway. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy. Don't be crazy.
So tie that back to the point then.
Tie that back to the point. What was the point of it?
Absent father.
Okay, the absent father. I was just saying, as far as from your deal breaker, I was just encouraging the brothers, don't be okay with that.
Right.
Don't be okay with that and still try to mesmerize the one that you want to get something from.
No, that's not gonna stop people from doing
I know it won't, but baby, I'm gonna go down in history
know.
and telling it like it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna tell the brothers don't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm just encouraging the sisters. Look, the brothers, no,
Yeah.
okay. So don't think that you making them whatever. Don't think that you belittling them. Like I said, I don't want nothing from them. No,
Yeah.
they don't want to do nothing anyway. They don't care. So, no.
Okay.
Get your money.
Correct. Now,
That's what I'm talking about. Brother Dacron, what's going on, man? Brother Jonathan Perriman, man, what's going on, my brother?
No, what's yours?
Okay, so another one of mine is don't. She all in mine. Oh, she done passed him. Ain't no need to her to be trying to be all in mine.
Read the
She done passed him.
man. Just
Okay,
read the stuff.
okay. So, but my next one is that if she didn't accept gospel rap, that was a
still
difference.
her.
Yes.
Oh.
And I'm gonna tell why. I'm gonna tell why it's a deal breaker, because that's a part of my calling. So if you don't accept what I'm called to do, I can't call you. You know, come on. Now somebody gotta walk with me on that.
There you go with the gospel rap.
That's it. Gospel rap, really? Okay, but what if she's a believer? I didn't say that I was unequally yoked. I said that ain't something that I don't want to deal with.
That's fair.
This is my calling.
Yeah, that's fair.
Now, if you don't believe in it because of where you are, because your legs too short, then that's on you. However, it's gonna be a problem within this household.
Okay.
Because while I'm trying to do what God has called me to do, you'll say I'm jucking and jiving and I'm playing and I'm just wanting to play. Yeah, man, I'm not. Don't do it.
Well,
So,
that was easy for me.
Yeah.
You know, all that.
It was.
I was just saying, all that Dirty South and Swisher House I listen to. Of course I like rap.
See? I said gospel rap.
I'm just saying.
I said
I know
gospel
what I
rap.
like. I know what I liked. So that was
Absolutely.
easy.
So which is all
Yeah,
good.
that was easy.
So at least she knew what I did and she accepted it.
And that was good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There was some that I crossed that didn't. And again, that was a meet, greet, and deuces. Because it wasn't about to go nowhere. You know what I'm talking about? So yeah, if she didn't accept gospel rap, then that was a deal breaker for me. And that's it for me.
So, yeah.
Okay, go ahead, baby. What's another one for you?
Promiscuous, lack of self-control of his loins. Use the old word. Yeah.
Now, go ahead, baby. Why was that important?
Ain't nobody got time for that. There's too much stuff going on in the world. Ain't nobody got time for that. And I look at it like this: if you lack self-control in one area, you lack self-control in a bunch of other areas. You need to be, what can you teach somebody when you have no self-control? And it's just too
Sister
much
Chapman, how you
drama,
doing?
too many issues surrounding that. I don't want to deal with that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna deal with that. I'll just say that. That's too much. I don't have time for
Well,
that.
I thank the Lord that I met her when I did. Cause we're back before Christ. And I thank God I met her after Christ. Which was good, because I was letting her know that I practice abstinence. And so if I'm not out there running the street on nobody, I'm not gonna run the street on somebody. Come on, somebody got to catch me on that.
That's bad for your health.
Come on now, there's something wrong with it. Now, it's too many soul ties connected to that. You know what I'm talking about?
That.
Too many soul ties. Now, one of my other deal breakers was
Oh boy.
a woman that had kids by old thug dude. Yep.
I mean, what if they reform thug dudes? How can you
No,
know that?
reformed thug dudes is different. No, I'm talking about active thug dudes. Active thug dudes. I'm talking about the ones that
Messy ones.
yes, the ones that like to come to your house.
Wait a minute.
Even
With
when you
a tank top on.
tank top or either sweatsuit. I don't care what they have on. They could have had on a suit. But the mentality was, you come to your baby mama house, even if she dating somebody, and you just want to just come on in the door like it's you paying the rent there. No, I don't like that. Even though your child is in there, I can come see my No. I know it ain't my house. I ain't paying no bills there. Nothing like that. However,
Yeah.
I feel the old man would rise up.
The disrespectful ones, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because if it's any time that I'm there and I'm chilling, I'm talking,
Yeah.
and then not even a knock on the door, that's too much respect. I'm talking about one of them thug dudes that's actively ignorant.
Okay.
What
What if it was before she got saved?
If it was before she got saved, that's fine. If he's still an active thug dude that she allowed to be active in her life, we got a problem. Like for instance, let me set it up.
Or if he's actively community property, that's not gonna work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chapman said a deal breaker is a man that is rooted me for no reason.
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if this was in her past,
Yeah.
okay. Let's say for instance, you. If this was in your past,
What specifically?
you the one I'm getting to know that got the kids by the old thug dude, the old active thug dude. Let me paint my picture.
Okay.
Let me paint a picture. Let me paint a picture. So if that's you,
Yeah.
and I'm getting to know you, and then I ask you this because I did ask you. I mean, I want to know. I want to know anything. So then I asked about the baby daddies. You understand what I'm talking about? And how they is. And then I let them know what I'm talking about because I know I have seen people.
Yeah.
I have seen
Messy.
women that allow their baby daddy to just come on in the house. Well, then it is his child and everything. You ain't paying no bill. No. So if that was you, and you told me, yeah, I mean, he come over sometime to see his child, then I'm gonna start asking specific questions.
Did he spend the night?
Do he knock on the door? No. I want to know the simple thing because that's gonna let me know the spend the night thing. I want to know the simple. Do he knock on the door?
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, he ain't got to knock. I mean, his kid live there. Okay.
Oh.
No,
You
homie.
got a kid?
I probably would. Be honest.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't even go past that question.
No, I don't blame you.
I probably wouldn't even go past that question to be
Yeah.
honest. If she tell me, well, why would he have to knock? I mean, his child live here. Deuces.
Immediately.
Deuces.
Vice
Okay?
versa. Immediately.
Because if I'm sitting there at any time
Yeah.
and then you just come up in the door, I mean, he ain't got to be starting no problem. None whatsoever. None. I just got zero
Yeah.
tolerance for disrespect. Zero.
Yeah.
Like a negative
Yeah.
zero.
Yeah.
Talking about like zero.
What number you on?
For that. On 3.
Okay.
So it was just negative zero, right? Because that's gonna stir up my old man. I ain't always been saved. I ain't always been calm like I am. That's gonna stir up my old man, and I'm gonna feel disrespected, and then I'm gonna ask brother man nicely.
Brother man.
But of course, he probably still ain't gonna like it. But I'm gonna still ask him nicely, "Hey, bro, can you at least knock?" You know what I mean? And I only want to get into that if
No,
you
you gotta
want to thug
maintain
dude.
the fruit of the spirit.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I, whew,
Yeah.
boo. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone.
Yeah,
Go on.
that alone. Yeah.
So,
Okay.
what's your next one, baby? Number 4.
Let me well, okay, let's see.
No, baby, read that one that you got on there. Don't be looking at mine.
No.
Read that one.
Well, selfish and self-serving.
Selfish. Okay.
Because I mean, for one, they will never have my best interests at heart. Everything they do, say, everything will be about them and what they can stand to gain. I can't do that. All their
You know what?
decisions, everything will be tied to me. How can I benefit from this situation?
LaShonda just agreed with you in the spirit. She said, deal breaker is a man who can't keep a job and always needs help.
Okay, now she done. Let's skip to my next one. That's it.
See that? See.
Well, it's
Now,
just that, but it's,
now, hold on.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to educate the brothers because, hey, brothers, if you watching this, you know what I mean? Hey,
Yeah.
I mean, like I used to say this right here in Dear Singles when I started doing it years ago, right? And a lot of people didn't like it. You know what I mean? I even said it in some other singles group that they stoned the heck out of me,
Oh,
right?
what you
But it's like this right here. Brothers, I'm talking to you now. This right here is ladies that's talking about they don't like it when a man can't keep a job and always need help. Just like she said, selfish and
Well,
always
Al
what
had
it
a
is
job
about me.
He had a
Absolutely.
job.
Come on.
Go out there, fly the wheels,
And let a job.
name the mammals.
And had a job.
And
He had a
have
job.
some dominion.
Come on now. He had a
Job.
He had a job.
Job.
So watch this now. We could take a poll of and as in why You can ask the average black man
Mm-hmm.
that gets a white woman.
Hmm?
Well, watch me now. Well, watch where I'm going.
Okay.
Because it ties into it. I want the brothers to see this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the way I looked at it. And it helped me, just me in being a person. It helped me.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ask the average black man why he get a white woman, not all the time, but the average, you gonna hear these same words. Because, well, watch with me. Watch me. Because they will say that they don't have all that lip like the black woman. Watch me. Pause. Pump your brakes. Just limit. Just hear me now. Don't have all that lip like the black woman do. They know how to hush or whatever, right? All right? That's their reason. Let them have their reason. Let them have. If that's majority black men that get white women, if that's what they say, what can the black woman, whether it's you or not, what can you glean from it? See, watch this. What can you glean from it? Watch this. Hold on, wait. Now, on the flip side, to come back to what she was just talking about and what LaShawna was talking about, man keeping a job or whatever, the average black woman gets a white man, you're going to see this average reason because black men don't know how to keep a job. Even if you don't like their reasoning, and it's not you, what can you glean from it? See, we should be able to grow from everything around us. We should be able to grow from everything. Because you got to think about it.
You said glean. I don't even, it's not me, so I don't care.
No.
Okay.
But that's the wrong attitude.
Is it?
Yes, it's the wrong attitude.
Well, it sounds more like a
Watch
generalization.
me. But just listen to what I'm saying. It's the wrong attitude because as you can look at it in the Bible, whenever they put dung around the tree, they was able to grow. Do you know what dung is?
Mm-hmm.
That is doo-doo.
Oh, yeah.
And in other terms and languages, they call it something else.
Mm-hmm.
Which would be some stuff that you may not feel like is you.
Yeah.
But you still should be able to grow from it, even if it's nasty, even if it's something that you disagree with. You still should be able to glean something from everything.
Yeah.
I gleaned from that thought pattern, which was I'm going to be different than what you expect me not to have. When you slow down and walk it down, you can grab something. Chapman said, no, I don't want a white man. I just need him not to need nothing from me. Okay, gotcha. But you feel what I'm saying as far as that's what you will find as far as the average reason when they are asked, why did you date outside your marriage or why did you date outside your average, not everybody.
Yeah.
Not everybody, average. Okay? Not everybody. I keep repeating that because I'm not saying everybody. Not everybody. Average. So I'm making a point.
Yeah.
Not everybody. Average people. I'm not the only one that's heard that. Have you ever heard it before? On both ends.
I've heard it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's not everybody. So there's no need to jump through the screen or nothing like that. It's not everybody. I stress, it's not everybody. So I don't need to repeat that no more, right?
True.
So it's not everybody.
Makes sense.
So what I'm saying is we all have heard that.
Yeah.
We can't act like we haven't heard those reasonings.
Yeah.
Whether they true or not. It's not me either. I always kept a job. But it was something that I could look at, without it set me apart.
Exactly. Yeah.
So let me keep a job.
Yeah.
So that won't be me.
Yeah.
So when I hear that, they ain't talking about me as a black man.
That's what I was looking at. Yeah.
They don't talk about me as a black man.
Yeah.
So the same on the flip side. If you're a woman that got all that right there, you can learn not to have all that right there. If that's the average black man's reasoning for going to a white woman, you don't have to do all that. A man ain't got to not have a job. We both can glean from it. It's all that I'm saying.
I agree with your comment.
See, yes, plenty of them God-fearing and educated. No, I don't want to. Yes, so there is plenty. White, black, blue, green, purple. See what she said? Yeah, just because have a lot of black. that are.
Let's reply.
What was it? Okay. So yes, because there are a lot of black men that are hardworking and employed. You're right. That's like myself. So I'm not bothered when I hear something
No.
like that, but I can tell the next man, glean from it.
Yeah. Be the opposite.
Glean. You
Don't
can
be the
glean from it.
stereotype. Yeah.
That's right. You can glean from that.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to glean from it,
Yeah.
cause that's how you grow.
Mm-hmm.
We can say all day that we don't compare ourselves to nobody else. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's how you. That's one of the ways of how you can know that you're different.
Yeah.
That's one of the ways of how you can know that you can offer something different. That's one of the ways of what make you significant to somebody else and separate from the others. We all compare ourselves. We all do. We all do. I'm not saying that is going to a drastic point, but we all compare ourselves to somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? It's
Whether we admit it or not.
yeah. Yes, I have heard it concerning black men and other races. Absolutely. So that's all I'm saying is we have heard it and we can glean from it. We can glean from it. And that's like some of the ladies right now. You can probably talk about some ladies that you know that talk about they men like dolls, or they got old flip mouth or whatever. Guess what? Guess what?
What's that?
Who they are? To the ain't okay.
Stop.
Like I say. And I know some people that don't work. I know more because I am the color that I am. I know more blacks that don't work than I do whites. That's just it.
No, that's because that's what you've been.
That's just
exposed
because,
to.
right.
Yeah.
That is like, you know more black women that got to flip off at the lip than you know any other race. They got to flip off at the lip. That's just it. We know what we know. You can't apologize for what you know. You got to go forward. So, the next one. Next one is, come on, baby, please. Let's see. Which one? What we got? Okay, what's your, you on the next one, right?
No, before? No. You just took mine and kind of.
Not okay. Yeah, one that was not okay with practicing abstinence. I wasn't okay with that one. Because it's easier to bring someone down than it is to bring them up.
Yeah, I heard you say that before. Yeah.
Easier to bring somebody down than to bring them up. Nope. No. I done got somebody before, I done brought them down, and and then somebody else have brought me down before. So it's easier to bring them down than to pull them up.
Yeah.
And that's a no. If you ain't practicing abstinence and not talking about, yeah, I do it if you do it, no. Cause what if I go to slipping?
Oh.
No. If I go to slipping, it ain't like you gonna tell me, no, don't do that, Rudy.
You said.
No, you're not. You gonna pull me on down. You gonna probably stick a banana peel up under my foot.
Oh.
No. Okay, number 5.
Can it be a combo?
No, it'd be number 5. See that boy, people, women don't want to just do the number that they done been instructed to do. They want to have more. Just do one more.
Well, I mean, yeah, because it was kind of hard to leave other stuff off.
No, one more. One more, baby, one more. See that? That's a problem right there for y'all women. Brother Dre, what's going
Let's
on?
see.
Dre Lowe.
No. So somebody that is unavailable and not invested,
What that mean? Talk to me.
present but not present,
Example.
emotionally unavailable.
Talk to me. Example.
They can't be vulnerable. They can't be transparent. They can't try to relate to you. They're present, but they're not there. They're not invested.
That was a
Because they
deal
don't
breaker.
want to. It's basically a commitment phobe.
That was a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Think about it. Somebody that's present but not actually there. Because they are emotionally stunted, never grew, don't know how to connect with somebody.
And why did you feel that Why did you feel like that would be a problem?
Well, think about it. If
you in
you
your
can't,
future?
well, because human connection is necessary. I can't talk to you. You know, I can't voice my opinions, concerns. I can't depend on you. I want to bounce things off of you because you're here, but not really. You don't want to be emotionally attached to anybody.
Mm. And that could be damaging?
Yeah. You don't want to be attached. I mean, why are you in a relationship if you want to remain detached?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. But yeah.
So my number 5 was a woman that drinks. Nope.
Oh.
Nope. Because from what God has shown me, and for the vision that I have on my life, and what I'm carrying, don't need one that drinks nothing, no alcohol at all, no wine, no alcohol at all, none. And I can show the scriptures that he showed me to not do it. So that was a deal breaker for me. Deal breaker for me.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
Yes. How about a man?
Oh, yes.
Definitely a problem.
Yes. With no backbone. Just a wimp. Yes, no. Can't make a
Overly
decision.
emotional.
Cry about everything. No. I'm the weaker vessel. I can't have you over here being the weaker vessel. Can't do that. I need some strength. I need to be able to depend on you. Whether you can handle it or not, I don't want to know it.
Yeah, but
Think about it.
sometimes
Just think about it. I'm telling you something. I need to get something off my chest and just talk to you about something that's bothering me. And you start crying.
Yeah, that problem now. That problem now. That problem now.
No. My heart hurts because you hurt. I don't want to know that either.
I
Not
believe,
like that.
I believe that. I mean, and then
think about it. I need a sign of strength. You know what I mean? I want to know I can lean and depend on you.
But see, you got some that feels on the opposite side as far as not necessarily just want to depend on you, but can also see your emotional side.
No. That's not what I'm saying. I don't mean being. See, that's why I said I don't mean being void of emotion and not connected. That's what I said. An emotional connection. Somebody that's void of it. That was my last one. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying you're taking the place of my emotions. You're more emotional than I am. You know, every 5 years, my feelings. Put your feelings in your pocket. Put your feelings in your pocket. I mean, you know what I mean. That's not true, but you know what I mean.
That's a little whippish right there. I mean,
I say that.
Yeah, that's a little whippish right there. But,
I can't.
I mean, I get what you're saying on that.
Strength, you know, and that's the thing. I'm not talking about somebody, you know, who lacks emotions.
Emotions and clingy.
You have been around men that cry about everything. Literally.
So shit, we're talking about the crybabies, but
exactly
more
what she means.
of those that's jealous with emotions.
You said hi to him.
And clingy.
Did you look at that man when we walked in here?
Yeah, I mean, like,
get out of here,
stuff like that right there. I really pray that they can see through that, and at least at this age.
Well, I mean,
but not necessarily age, because age don't.
Yeah, that's correct.
Age don't say that it's maturity.
That's correct.
You can say that about grapes, you know, but we ain't grapes.
But think about it, you're somebody that they're lacking themselves emotionally, so they can't be emotionally healthy for you or with you.
Yeah, it's gonna take a specific woman for that man.
Yeah.
I mean, not necessarily something wrong with that man. Like if it was flip side, then I know a lot of brothers that say they don't want that type of woman. Ain't nothing wrong with that type of woman either. I mean, it's just not for you.
No, I can do it.
But that's why it's a deal breaker for you.
I would have,
because it's not for you.
Maybe the first time or two, but after that, I would be annoyed. Every time you come, I'm like, what is he crying about now?
I know, right? That reminds me of, I think it was
Or feelings always hurt.
I think that
I'm
was
like, you just
who was that? That was Ahab
Jellowback.
and Jezebel.
I can't do it.
Yeah, but I think that was Jezebel. Yeah. Jezebel. I think it was Ahab. I think it was, and he came back home after he didn't get that feel. He started crying. Bob said he was crying and snotting.
Oh.
But brothers, watch this. Do you see what that caused the woman to do when you're overly? It caused her to rise up and take the position.
Direction.
No,
Exactly.
It
Yes.
causes her to rise up and take the position that you had.
Yes, unfortunately.
To feel like she got to deal with it, she got to handle it because you're not handling it.
Or not, yeah. I can't
Or
do
you're
it.
not strong enough to handle it. So then it pushed the woman up to feel like they have to.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so you don't want to do that, brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, it is deal breakers for some people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is deal breakers. Now, I'm pretty sure there's more deal breakers out there. However, it's not ours. I mean, it's not mine. I mean, it's a lot of other things I ain't like or whatever. However, it wasn't a deal breaker.
Yeah.
I just chose those things that I didn't want to have to
Yeah.
deal with. Everything else, I could deal with it. But those are just some things I didn't want to have to deal with.
That's fair. Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So she was a believer. She's like gospel rap. Her
Recap.
baby dad was not no little thug dude. Active thug dudes or inactive thug dudes or however thug dudes. She was okay with me practicing abstinence. And she didn't drink. Now what I would. She didn't drink. Right? So with all that being said, that's just what it was. That was my deal breakers, and so she passed. She got a Honda.
I was gonna say, what was my reward for passing?
Girl, me. I'm the reward. Me. I'm the reward. That's right. It's just like you were my reward. See there? Watch it, fellas. You were my reward. Whenever you, I passed your test and you passed my test, then we was a reward to each other. You know? And so, therefore, like I've said once before, I don't have all the answers, but, yeah. I don't have all the answers, but I was looking for the right woman that had all the right questions. And that's what she did. She had all of the right concerns that God had already put in me to go ahead and give her comfort with. And so she had a peace that was covering her, that she acknowledged that I was her gift, and she was my gift, you know. So we were gifted people.
Extra.
We were gifted people. Okay, y'all. Listen, appreciate y'all tuning on, and until we meet again, we're gonna have another good old topic. Matter of fact, if you got a topic that you want us to discuss, hit us in the inbox.
Yeah.
Okay, hit us in the inbox. And we can put something together for next Thursday, and we can get on down with this thing. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Those that did, I appreciate you so much. God bless y'all. Until we meet again, dear singles, we'll be over and out until next Thursday.